I don't know. Am I getting DDoS or something? I'm probably gonna lose like half my viewers. I have no idea what happened. I think it's my network. Yes, it's much easier for supports to make the game calls because they're not worried about farming, and they're more concerned about what's going on in the map and making space, and like they have a good game sense in terms of like they see what the other team's doing. Until and like they've yeah, but sometimes like it's on the carry to call like say hey I just got a BKB, let's go Roche now. Kind of like communicate to your team. I do not play Meepo. Um, I'm going. I have 6 months off after March, so I will be committing to full scene pro to Dota for 6 months. Yes. Battle Fury Sven. Battle Fury on any hero if you're not gonna get fucked with, but I don't think Battle Fury Sven's necessary. Um, he doesn't need the cleave. Um, should be back on. I mean, my stream seems to be working. Uh, huh. What's going on? Troll Warrior doesn't really lose to any offlaners. That's why he's so good. I hope you guys heard my answers to your questions. I tried to answer everything. Battle Fury Dusa, don't even joke about it. I'm not even like but by the way, about coaching, if you want to talk about coaching, just PM me. My rate is $20 an hour as of now. It'll only go up if demand's too high for how much time I have. Mostly on the weekends. I coach all MMR, all level. I can do all roles. I just like I can't execute, but I can tell you exactly what you should be doing. Am I gonna try? Because I'm on the quarter system and I'm taking a quarter off, and then I have summer. So summer plus 1 quarter off adds up to 6 months, and I decided to take the quarter off because it doesn't delay my graduation. Brax is our drafter. Um, is Mom on Troll a good idea? I thought it was at one point, but making him tanky is a big deal. He does enough damage, doesn't need the Mom, and he has enough move speed with Sanjin Yasha in phase. So Um, don't get Quelling Blade until you absolutely need to go jungle. Like unless you're struggling on last hitting, you don't need Quelling Blade unless you're jungling. Like Quelling Blade, you shouldn't be getting it to make it easier to get CS. You should make it so you farm faster. So it's when you want to go jungle that you get the Quelling Blade. So that's when I got it. And it is bad for a support to be level 3 or 4 at 10 minutes. Yes. You should like you notice that my Daemon was basically giving me full XP, but he was still high leveled because he was pulling efficiently. Like that's the thing. You should be able to give me full XP while getting levels. That's top tier support. What's the best defensive item? BKB or Sanjin Yasha? Like they're actually defensive items. See how this guy instantly calls mid? People keep wanting me to play sniper, and I do. I would definitely play sniper for you guys, but I just can't when somebody keeps picking it. Storm Spirit's really frustrating um, to play against. Um,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
I think I'll just first pick Slark here. Everyone requested a Slark game, and I feel like I haven't played Slark in like a couple days, so have some fun with some Banana Slam Jamma Slark. Kunkka SD is a decent support duo. It's just investing a lot, and if you don't get kills, it's pretty useless. Focus on a few specific heroes in a specific role if you're looking to improve. I think that focusing on one role at a time is much easier for improving. What hero should be nerfed the most? I think Axe again. Um, yeah, Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend. I can play Shadow Fiend, like I said, but I'm not a mid player, so like my Shadow Fiend's much worse than my carry playing. Hey, all my bananas. What, you see only Slark here? I haven't played in like 2 days. Like legitimately, I haven't played a game of Slark. I didn't play any yesterday. I played one the day before. I hope Wraith King makes a comeback too. I enjoy that hero. But yeah, usually supports make the shot calling. I hope watching my stream has a major MMR increase. I'm trying to help you guys out too. I could random, but if I get a support, I'm kind of done for. Nobody will take it from me. That's the problem. Like if I support, I just lose. That's the problem. Like because my carry will be 1,000 MMR worse than their carry. So on average, Gyrocopter just doesn't have enough single target damage in the current meta. You want to be able to focus a target down. He just doesn't do enough in that respect. So carries that single target damage are much better. Rate my Naga, it's probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's decent. Like I can farm pretty well with her, but it takes a lot of micro, different than other heroes, and I don't play it all that much right now because it's not very good. My micro's alright on illusion heroes. It's really good on illusion heroes, but it's really bad on like Lycan, I think. I did not play Slark yesterday. I actually did not play Slark yesterday. When you build Safe Lane Shadow Fiend, you want to build like probably Yule's Blink or Helm of the Dom Yule's kind of thing. Just stuff to sustain, be a little bit survivable, farm. PL's just super strong with items. He's so hard to kill if you just constantly spam illusions. Like how do you kill a PL? But that's what makes him such a threat. What the heck? What happened to my builds? Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm exiting out of the stream to play my game, but apparently my builds... What happened to my Slark? Is it this one? Okay, yeah. I don't know why I called it. I think I used to call it Assassinator because I'd go Lothar's Orchid. It's pretty funny. Apparently the streamers are messed up right now. What is going on in terms of this build? No Ring of Aquila. Oh my god, dude. They're actually messing up. I think they like severely messed up.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, this is like my old item build in terms of like all the items I... Is he really gonna spam me down for it? Wow, dude. Whatever. No comment on that. Slarks are really good with level 2, and I'm in a solo lane because Lion's AFK. What the hell? That's warded then. There's no reason why that'd be knocked down unless the Doom like cut it down with it. Yeah, he didn't have a Culling Blade. What is Doom doing? Oh, he's giving a Tango. Whatever, I guess. So I'll level S and shift because I'm solo against a Legion Commander most likely. I'm really mad that that guy took my Bounty Rune. That's so greedy as a jungler to take someone's Bounty Rune. Like, come on, dude. You should have a fine time in the jungle. Doom level 2 doesn't exactly do much. So just get a couple right-click trades. She doesn't have a Stout, so I'm going to recognize that right away. I'll right-click her much harder than she right-clicks me. Okay, I'm lagging. That's really bad. 140 ping on US West. I should have actually changed my graphics. I usually lower my graphics very much for, This is actually really bad. I'm gonna have to find a proper time to lower my graphics. Might actually be able to kill her here. But like, if I had level 2 earlier, I actually could have killed her. This is really frustrating, though. I'm gonna tank the creep wave. Sorry, guys. I'm actually not gonna commentate right now. Like, I just can't take this. This is actually horrible. She's gonna try to nuke, I think. Okay. I'm actually just gonna miss CS to do this. I can't take it. And try to pause while it's loading my graphics. Like, I actually can't take this. Like, love people that instantly unpause. Like, I can't even explain myself. Holy crap, lag! This is horrible! She's gonna nuke me, I'm gonna be low. Wow, nightmare. This lane's lost. And I can't even get that CS. Can I get this one? Yeah. I'm actually just going to fly myself a Tango and a Salve. I don't even care. Queen of Pain is rushing a bottle, but I actually need this. She's going to bitch at me. I'm kind of expecting that ahead of time. Lion wants to mess with the creep aggro, and he's going to take my CS. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. This game is a nightmare, but I'm going to stop complaining. Just got to hope for the best. Recover, not go on tilt, all the fun stuff. I probably should have just salved there. Gonna buy boots. This Legion Commander went a super greedy build in this Doom, taking the bounty room, plus his Lion not being in lane from the start. Didn't allow us to punish it. Bunch of little things, not bitching, just saying how the game's going. And I can't get CS. Good thing this Lion's actually doing a good job of zoning. That's how you zone out a support, carry, is doing what he's doing. Good job on his part, actually. Now that I'm almost full, we might be able to go on this Legion Commander in the near future. Doom died to a neutral creep, still lagging. This is really, like, why am I lagging? That guy's a dumbass. Sorry, people told me not to flame the enemy team. That was just really dumb on his part. Like, he soul ringed when he had, like, no HP already. Like, that's just so greedy. That was well played by the Lion to be in position. I'm always trying to acknowledge when I have a good support player. He actually seems pretty competent, except for the fact that he wasn't in lane for the first, like, 30 seconds, which actually is a big deal, but that doesn't make it incompetent. That just means he was AFK. So I'm going to take this creep aggro back towards my creeps, otherwise it would have just ran into the tower. Like, bring him back, dude. Like, that guy, I don't know. That support should be okay. He should be giving me the CS, but it's fine, I guess. It's not as long as somebody's getting it, it's not horrible. And I missed that last hit. Lion's doing a really good job of zoning, though. Just like take notes on this Lion zoning. This is how it should be. Legion Commander is not contesting me for CS. I max packed for the farming. If for anybody who hasn't not watched, oh my god! When I say farming, I mean missing every single last hit. I'll go ahead and buy my treads, like when I get the money. Probably didn't have to tank that nuke. Usually if you have a Slark, it's really good to give him solo XP when he's level 5. Get him to that level 6, but this Lion's doing okay zoning, so I'm not getting harassed that much. And I do have a salve, so. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my treads. I'm glad that Quab didn't bitch at me. Usually they do. They have a Nature's Prophet. Keep in mind Nature's Prophet was threatening a TP bottom. We might be able to go on this guy, though. Do you want to pull, or is it blocked?
Blocked.
So at this point, there's not much I can do. I just farm the lane. Pull's blocked. Lion's doing a really good job of zoning, like just to make her back up from that mana range. She's probably gonna nuke this. No? Yeah? Okay.
No escape.
You could easily kill him, dude.
I don't have ultimate.
So I'm gonna pull the creep wave back. Now she's like sufficiently zoned.
Hey, Doom, you want a full HP?
Nature's Prophet's like joking about TPing bottom or some shit. I don't know.
Storm's going
I'm gonna go ahead and buy every little item I can. I'm gonna be building a Ring of Aquila, so to go straight into that is really good. Or like to go in as many items as possible is really good. Okay. What is going on? Whatever. I hope you guys can see that I'm lagging there, but maybe not. Looks like they just killed 2 people, which is pretty huge. I pushed W and then just didn't pounce on the guy, so whatever.
Okay.
I don't know why I lag some days. My roommates must be downloading something or watching Netflix, something along those lines. I really miss the fact that Slark... Oh my god, lag. I really miss the fact that Slark is ineffective in Pro Dota right now. Like, he actually just not a very good pick. But luckily, people still ban it against me because I've played so much of it. He just feels really weak versus 5-man lineups. Legion Commander is taking the courier. We can probably go on the, or not Legion Commander, Co-op. We can probably go on this guy though.
Yeah, I have mana for Blink and E.
More like it.
This guy's playing really passively.
I just took him. Yes, it
Small
was.
fry. Over here. That's right. Yeah, a worthy opponent.
Yeah, I'm ready. I have Blink.
That's a really big deal that she got that duel win actually. Good job on that Prophet to TP.
Nice shot.
Think I can get her? Nope. That fissure. If I had had my Ring of Aquila like I wanted to have, I would have killed that guy. Like actually. But hey, if somebody's always using the courier, not much you can do about it. Like literally always using the courier. That would have actually been the difference there. That guy survived my other hit with no HP. She's gonna try to nuke me into a fissure, I think. I can't go, man. Look at my HP.
Keeping bottom, go, line.
There are 4 bottom, dude. Is that 5? I guess I'll just go into the trees.
Can we go for RNP, man?
I have regen, we're keep going.
I don't have mana, but
I don't have anything, so I'm not helping my team.
Good chase.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Just gonna focus on farming. And by farming, I mean missing CS. Jesus Christ, what a game.
Tower is under attack.
I'm gonna go Midas to recover here. I don't normally go Midas with this poor farm, but I'm gonna still do it.
Here, fishy, fishy.
But yeah, like that's one of the frustrating things. Like if my team had not been using Courier that whole time, I actually promise you I would have had Treads Aquila and killed that guy. Like, that's why I go the build. It makes you so much more offensive. That 9 agi and 9 damage for Slark, like I have 94 damage. 18 of that's from this Ring of Aquila. Like that's a pretty big deal. That's like a 20% damage increase, like even more. So maybe even more than that. I don't feel like doing math. And the mana regen's really nice. I flew myself a Clarity just so I'd be full mana. Basically by the time the Clarity expired. It's worth the 50 gold to not like to even consider going back to base. The Ring of Aquila plus that gave me enough mana.
never mind.
So they have a Legion Commander who's usually a pretty good counter to Slark. I'm actually going to buy a Quelling Blade so I can jungle partially and let this Lion have the lane because he's been sitting in lane the whole time. He's been a good support up until this point, but he should not be sitting in lane the whole time.
I'm just gonna get the bottom.
That's my biggest comment on this guy. Like oh, come on. So that means I know they have vision here. They have vision here.
Dragon on
So I just gotta keep that in mind. I know the Prophet has vision in this camp. So I can't play...
Top tower
Where the hell is their
under
vision?
attack.
Huh. It really hinders my farming speed when they have vision of me.
Your top tower is under attack.
And I would love to not lag.
Right.
Killing spree.
Like, see what I mean, though? Like, having a ward in my jungle is actually a pretty big deal. So I'm actually just gonna not farm the jungle because they're doing that.
CW, can you take me, Miro?
So that's frustrating. Pretty big deal to not have a vision ward right there, like, in terms of my farm ability. And they also have a Nature's Prophet with a Dagon, so I have to keep that in mind. Nature's Prophet ulti plus Dagon's a lot of deeps.
I got this one.
Like, burst damage on me. So I'm actually gonna leave on Strange Threads right now.
Now you're talking.
If I see a Nature's Prophet TP in or like a Legion Commander going super aggressive on me, I might just preemptively ult.
Fingers. That's right.
Just gonna train threads, just switch to strength threads. Oh, come on, really? Wow. What does he hit for? Oh, he hits for 90, 97. Frustrating game. I'm actually like, I'm on tilt, but I need to settle down. This is one of those games that I'm trying to teach you guys how to not to be on tilt. The lag plus the courier, I think, made me a little bit sad, but honestly, once I get Lothar's, which should, I mean, I'm getting a really late Midas, which is bad, but I'm actually just gonna go farm my woods again. Use your W. Use W. Use your W.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
You sure?
Thank you, mate.
Thank God he fissure stunned her. She would have actually quad ulted to steal that kill, which is depressing. She was ready to do it.
Tower is under attack.
That just makes me depressed. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when like this guy, somebody on the other team's completely dead, and somebody on your team just blows like lion finger to kill the guy. What's this guy doing?
Killing spree.
Like, you have to acknowledge, like, you have to make your calculations based on the fact that they have a prophet with a Dagon. I can't go on that guy. They should be able to kill him, I hope. Nope. That's a huge dive, and that's gonna get punished. I would have gone there if I didn't have 10 gold until a Midas. They actually didn't get punished. That's really good for us. Like, that could have been punished pretty hard. I'm gonna go ahead and kill every creep with the big satyr. I'm really behind in this kind of game, so I just gotta play like super passive until I get my items up. Like, I can pick on that. Like, the prophet went freaking Dagon. Okay, like, he's gonna be so squishy. He won't be able to TP out in the duration it takes. Freaking preemptively dark pacting punished. But I just have to get my items up, and that prophet's actually like on a killing spree, dominating something like that. So I'll get a lot from killing him when I do, and I know I will eventually. Like, he's gonna be so squish. Apparently my team's bitching at each other. This is why you don't bitch at people. It doesn't do anything. Except for make them bitch back at you. Like, I'm maybe bitching to you guys, but most people don't realize I'm not saying anything to my teammates. Like, it doesn't help at
I
all.
have my ult. TP.
So this is really frustrating. I know they have a ward, and I have to be careful of TPs from Prophet. Yep.
Over here.
Freaking idiot. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Like, that was huge, though. Sorry, like. Thank you for the killing spree. Whatever, man. That's such a cocky player. Like,
Right through here.
can I stop being... They have so much ward vision in our jungle, it's actually making me depressed.
Right. Nice one.
That was actually a decently coordinated gank. That was pretty good.
A demon's luck with nothing.
That was pretty cool. I'm always appreciative of coordinated ganks. I'm telling you guys, I hope you can see it. I am lagging. Like, this is bad. I don't know. I guess it's good I'm playing a hero I'm comfortable with. Because Storm's dead and they're all fighting mid, I'll tank this tower for a bit. Save my catapult. Catapults do a ton of damage to towers for anybody who's relatively new to the game. Get the last hit. That spurs me really close to my Shadow Blade, which will then be used to pick on this Furion. I'll just be hunting him down. Maybe even the Earthshaker. It's also really good against Legion. I just have to be careful that nobody's behind her. And if there is somebody behind her, I have to ulti preemptively because I can't Dark Pack duel. So, looks like their ward's finally gone. That's severely hindering on my farm. Most of the time I'll have a decent support who will de-ward if I tell them there's something there, which is really nice. I hope I can be able to stack this camp. I'm actually going to blow pounce to stack this camp, hopefully. But I know they see me here. Actually, no, never mind. That was a creep that hit me just now. It's fine. So I just have to be weary of where that storm goes. So he walked away. So I'm feeling safe here to farm. I'm going to be able to get a bunch of farm from these skeletons that spawn. It's really nice to get all that farm from that stack. So I got level 12. Getting level 14 on Slark is actually a huge deal to get max S and shift, because that's when you can start snowballing pretty hard. So I'm just going to use all my mana up, use all my health. Just I'm going to wait to Midas this creep because I'm going back to base. I can't actually fight mid. I can't actually fight mid right now, so I'm not going to bother. Like, look at my health and mana. Or, like, look at my mana, sorry. Slark with full... Like, Slark's always going to have full health, but he's not always going to have full mana. So at this point, I'm going to get my Lothars, TP immediately top, to kill this Prophet. Pretty straightforward. It looks like Doom's actually going to go ahead and do that. So, it looks like Troll might be roshing. So I'm actually going to check that out. That Prophet's just leveling a Dagon. Troll's actually a pretty easy kill as well. He's going Shadow Blade. Ugh, disgusting. Shadow Blade's very good on a few heroes, and it's very bad on the rest.
Killing spree.
Easy kills.
You never felt more shit, did you? That's right.
Dominating. Double kill.
More like it. Okay.
Mega
I'm gonna pay for that.
kill.
Eh, that was greedy. If I had mana, I would have gotten away. Oh well. Space created. They should get the kill on Legion for this. Team?
Double kill.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy Dust for this Troll Warlord, because he's definitely, with that kill, he's gonna have, Shadow Blade. There's no way he doesn't. Yeah, he does. So I'm gonna warn my team. So yeah, it's really good to have Dust on you as a Slark. It allows you to get solo kills. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my Coiling Blade because I'll be getting rid of it for an item of part of my Scotty anyways. So no point in holding it on for now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So I'm gonna go ahead and TP mid to minus a creep. I would have TP'd bottom, but
Right through here.
Quap TP'd bottom.
I'll take that. There's no escape. Right.
So they're 3 top. That means one of them's probably solo in the jungle. Troll's not doing Rosh, so he's probably over here.
Right through here.
Nope. What the hell is my ping? 115. Like, honestly, it doesn't even feel like 115. Like, it feels like more. And I shouldn't be getting that much on West, so that's kind of concerning. But it feels inconsistent ping, which is not good.
Now you're talking.
They saw me, so they know I'm here. So I'm gonna make like a banana and split. Go ahead and sell the Coiling Blade.
Right.
Trying to have a presence on the map, but they're just like nobody's here. There's just nobody on the map. So I guess I'll just farm.
I'll be out of this mess in no time.
Raffle. Come on, Clockwork. What a cog. Oh, he actually got the Legion?
But okay, I'll take it.
Okay, like seriously though, this lag is actually incredible. Like, this is unbearable. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Didn't do anything that fight. I'm just gonna regen health, go get Midas creep. Maybe not.
Dire's structures are fortified. Your middle
Yeah, this troll's
tower
been pretty
is
AFK and went Lothar, so we're good to go. Gonna try to loop around their tower. My team's all mid, so if I can engage on somebody like an Earthshaker in the back, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
But apparently Storm's just going by himself, so he should just die. Yeah.
Killing spree.
Nice? Question mark.
All part of the plan.
It's good that he keeps scouting Roche with flares. That's actually. Oh well, he used it to hit bottom. I don't know if that was intentional to scout Roche.
I am ever so grateful.
So I'm really just looking for this Earthshaker. But this Legion Commander will do, I think. Unless she has a Blade Mail.
Part of the plan.
Jesus, really though?
This way.
It's one of those, whatever. They committed 4 mid, so I'm fine with that. All I blew was an ulti in a little bit of my time. I'm not getting very many, yeah, I already told them that, but whatever. I'm not getting many pickoffs, so I think if they're just going to group up like that, I'm just going to split push and farm. no point in investing my time in something that's not working. So it's been a really rough Slark game. I'd like to attribute it to lag, but it's also several misplays on my part. What you can do as Slark is cut down one tree at the end of your pounce to make your paths shorter, like that. It's pretty useful. Most people don't know that.
Here, fishy, fishy.
We have no physical damage. This is Doom as a wolf, which he doesn't. Why does he have a Centaur Stomp? It's random. That creep used to be good when you had attack speed aura on it, but... So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the components of my Scotty at the secret shop. Gonna go ahead and go back to base. Seriously though, what is wrong with my internet? Legion Commander, I think she's had that blink for a while. Yeah, like they're just 4-manning top. That's with the presence of a Slark Shadowblade, so like I'm gonna go top to farm it, but I'm not doing anything. If I see Legion Commander blink on me, most of the time if you get blinked on, you just want to instantly Dark Pact, but I'm gonna instantly ulti. I can't even last hit properly. This is pathetic in terms of like this lag right now.
Right through here.
Oh, they see me.
Go on, Slark, let's go.
They see me right here. They see me.
Yeah.
Really, they have Sentry and a Ward. I thought there might be a troll on top of me with a Sentry.
Right.
They jumped down. Therefore,
So they have a Sentry and a Ward right here. Like they can see it all.
I got top. Let's get ready.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Let's go mid.
I have to be really careful about getting blink dueled here. Because a Prophet TP will be really bad.
Wiggle, wiggle, little fish.
Are they rushing or not?
They have to be. Look at this lag! What is this? This is horrible.
Right.
They are.
Dominant.
Huge. Finish it off. Was it low? Yeah, finish it, finish it, finish it.
That was the sound of your
Like, that's the mids I've been getting. What a joke. Like, what is that Storm Spirit thing he's gonna accomplish? This Quap has an Ags and an Ultimate Orb. She's tanky as fuck. So I'm gonna use this to regen. Of course, that Slam cancels my regen. You take damage from Rosh at all. Cancels your regen.
Nice one.
So I'm just gonna regen back up.
You're mine.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Almost got my Scotty, which is pretty
Drop your
huge.
stick, drop your stick. We have no room. We have no room.
What? I'm actually just gonna sell my Ring of Aquila.
You sure?
I'd like to have this dust on me. I don't sell my Ring of Aquila this early very often, but I think it's pretty important here. I don't want Troll getting away because nobody else is carrying detection, so... So at this point, just trying to be effective with my rotations of farming.
Right.
Scotty on Slark's just really big. I'll probably end up going... I actually might just go Sanj and Yasha. I usually go Manta, but Storm's an Orchid builder. Maybe I'll just go Basher too. I'm not sure. Both are pretty good here. Manta and Basher. Because they have a Troll and a Legion that duels me, I probably just go Basher. It's a pretty good item here. Just to stick on my targets. I bet if you hook Brownie won't escape. Wow, this Quap is farmed.
Apple.
Oh, nice dodge.
killing spree. Double kill.
This profit, man. I'm actually gonna re-engage on this troll though. I have so much agi.
Now you're talking.
You should go jungle. Why am I lagging?
Your middle tower is under attack.
So he fucked up unless he gets a lot of lucky bashes on me here. Yeah.
All part of the plan. But I got this one. Yeah. More like
So I only win for that play because I have an Aegis. Like if I die, shit. But if I kill him, that's pretty huge. So. People underestimate the re-engage ability of Slark as a hero. Like, you had him float down to 0, he goes away for 10 seconds and suddenly he's full.
wiggle, wiggle, little face.
Slark, we're coming turn.
Over here.
Keep going, Slark. Keep going. Okay, back. Slark. Ooh, Slark.
This way.
I went for that kill again because, you know, whatever. If I get killed, I'll still get out after I die. Gonna go ahead and buy that basher.
Dire structures.
Actually, I'm gonna go Sanjin Yasha. I actually really like Sanjin Yasha this game. That Storm's Garbo, so I'm not too worried about him.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. These guys are being really nice to me. Like, this is one of those games where I feel like I played like crap and I'm winning. And yesterday I felt like no matter what I did, I lost. My teammates are pretty studly. Like, I'll respect these guys. I also have 14 free damage, which is really useful. What a joke, though. Like, in terms of, like, how some games I try my damn hardest, can't win. And then some games like this, I play really poorly, and we win. So. But I'm gonna go in Lothar's just to regen.
Tower is under
Yeah, I'm just regening.
Yeah, no.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Had to wait till the tower was down. Didn't want to pop my ulti to regen. But yeah, Sanjin Yasha is a really good tank item this game, like, in general. Never underestimate the utility of a Sanjin Yasha.
Is under attack. The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
Everyone rotate bottom and push.
Oh,
Yeah, I like this Quap. This Quap's got a good head on his shoulders. He made some really sick blinks. Like, I'm actually, like, really impressed with this Quap. I might just commend him just because of how bad my teammates were earlier. He did just blink steal my CS, but I still give him prop. Oh, heh. So used to muting doing that. Well played.
right.
I'm just gonna switch the aggro back to him to piss him off.
And I'll just...
Screw you, man.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I am still lagging. This is actually horrible. Let's see if I can see full vision on them, so they shouldn't be able to go on me before I Dark Pact. So I'm sticking to hitting this tower. Kind of just watching to Dark Pact, because otherwise I'm just going to take the tower. So yeah, I don't want to get gone on here, so I'm just going to use my Lothars to regen back to full. Earthshaker's actually dead as fuck. Does she have a blade mill? No, she doesn't, so I can fight her.
Free. Now that's payback.
It's funny that he says that. My team made so much space. I'll be honest, I'm on 12-2 right now, but I played like shit this game. I think part of it was being on tilt. Like, it's really frustrating to me to like not perform optimally because of stuff like lag. Like, that actually gets to me. My teammates are really good. Lion was a pretty good support. He zoned really well, and then he took a little too much XP. Like, he did everything about right, but that's about all I can ask for in a pub game, so I'll take it. Sorry if I didn't, like, I know I commentated, but sorry if it wasn't as useful as most games. I was a little flustered early on. But a lot of your game decision making on Slark wants to be like, what's the worst that can happen here and what's the best? And if the worst isn't you dying, unless you fuck up, then it's good play. Like, as long as you dying is on you and not on the other team, then that's okay. So I instantly ulted because she can just duel me. I kind of wanted to let him lose, but it's fine. I thought about it. But yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward game. This is why Slark is really good in pubs. Because there's Fury rounds with Dagons. 27 MMR, we were supposed to lose? Wow, that Legion Commander was 62? Questionable, man. I don't know. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I can feel the pain of this Legion Commander. I can actually... It's palpable from here. Like, I can actually understand exactly where he's coming from with that. So yeah, I'm gonna load the stream back up. Okay. He's already started his Nell game, so I will not be playing Nell right now. My computer specs, I'm definitely going to put those in my frequently asked questions this weekend. It's really hard for me to do anything regarding modifying my stream during the week. I'm just so busy. Like, if I'm not streaming, I'm doing something else. So I'll do that. At a different time. I'll do that this weekend. I think the Scotty is super good compared to SNY because of the mana pool it gives you to fight consistently and just stay on the map. I think it's pretty important. But SNY first with like a magic wand isn't horrible either. Nicki Minaj. Yeah. What do you do if they buy early gem? You play around it. You know who has the gem, know how they would kill you with the gem, and you avoid them because they're probably gonna 5-man with that gem. And if they don't 5-man, you kill the people that don't have the gem. You don't force it. If they're 5-manning in response to your Shadow Blade, then they're not farming, and your team is. So that's just how you have to adjust to it. That's why it's pretty potent in pubs because they have to pick you off coordinatedly. So if they have a gem, you just have to play in a way that you avoid them. And they wasted money on that gem because eventually they'll lose it. And the Lothar's is only half your strength. If like you see that they're detected, you can just instantly Dark Pact and get away. So, oh yeah, that co-op was a beast for 4.3. I do not believe that Legion was your boy JC. He's on my friends list. So no, it wasn't. Unless he unfriended me, which I don't think he would. Holy crap, the friend requests. Did he unfriend me? Rip if he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, that wasn't him. How do you build Core Lesh? I usually see like a Treads, like Yule Scepter, or like Bloodstone, like something tanky, and then a BKB. Drums after Aquila if you're losing is not bad at all. It's not bad at all. If you're getting crushed, but I wasn't getting crushed that game. I was losing but not getting crushed, or like I had a rough start. I told people I would be analyzing my PL game today, so this is how I think. Okay, so this is actually no, that's the wrong game. That was for my root game. This is for the one I want to show. This is the reason why I wanted to show you guys this one is because it's really important to know when you have to be greedy to win the game and when you can get away with it. One of the biggest examples I like to think of is playing against Dusa as a hero that doesn't farm very well. Like, PL farms alright when he gets a couple items, but before that he's a 290 move speed, illusion hero that can't split push. Like, he farms decently fast, but not nearly as fast as like heroes like Troll that just have fervor plus like 500 move speed with phase boots. So the big deal to do with PL is to speed up his farm if you can get away with it. So this game in particular, I went Brown Boots Midas into Diffusal. So the Diffusal was so that I could fight if need be, or I could have threat on the map. Like, you want to be a presence. Like, if you can't have somebody bullying you around, that's really bad. So I went Brown Boots Midas, Diffusal into Boots of Travel, and then just split push the crap out of the map. We had a Coddle this game, which is not very rare, but fucking Mad played a pretty sick Coddle. He was even saying, like, I haven't played this hero in so damn long. It's like what is this hero? He's so OP, because he got an Axe Scepter and he could just do whatever he wanted. So that was pretty sick. But you'll see, it's a lot about rotations. Can I just play matches? Sorry, how do I make my girlfriend do anal? Bugatti 420 is Miracle Chipmunk. Yeah, it's Miracle Chipmunk. Yeah, but fucking Mad is the Euro that you guys are thinking of. Okay, you know what? I'll just do this, guys. People have been giving me mixed reviews. I'm gonna put a straw poll up. If you want to just see me play, it's not that I don't want to play, it's just been a long day, so I was perfectly fine just analyzing, and people said they liked me analyzing my games. So I'll just do this for you guys. Makes it easier on me. I don't want to, I can know much easier what you guys want. I can do the analysis a lot faster. I am going to play another game. Would it be alright for me to jerk off while you watch my stream? Hey man, you do whatever you do, man. Respect, man. Whatever floats your boat. It's probably just best you don't tell people. So let's go ahead and see what the results are so far. So like people are like, it's pretty close, but I have actually 85 PL game and 65 play right now. That's enough people that want me to play PL, or probably want me to do the PL game. I'll give it a little bit longer. It's only 160 votes, so I'll give everyone a chance in case they want to. I mean, it's only 56% PL game. So here's what I'll do to compromise. I'll go 2 times speed, and tell you generally why I played the way I played. Because like a lot of people don't realize is item choice is like half the game. Like really though, you can win or lose the game based on your item choices. Yeah, 16% viewer participation. I'm still effable, thank you, Lexi. Oh, I'm gonna mod you, just in front of Mew Donuts, just to bother him. How do you vote? You go to the straw poll. I appreciate it. I drink from a ham. I don't think Daedalus is that great on PL. I think just stat items plus like an Abyssal Blade possibly. So for the draft, same typical drafts. Line of Venge, really strong supports. They ban Jug almost every game. Troll actually gets completely ignored in this game, which is pretty interesting. Axe is like the first game you ever see him because he's almost always banned. We always ban him if it's not first pick, it seems like. At least that's what I'm noticing. I actually don't know that for sure. Zeus is pretty good against the tankiness of Axe. Just the magical burst is really good. Clockwork can also lane decently against Axe in case they sets them up for an option to possibly do solo lane Clock versus the Axe. Skywrath Mage is really good with Axe. The call into Skywrath is really good. So we just banned heroes that are hard to get to, hard to kill. And they banned my Slark because it's not even good here, but they banned it. And then they banned Queen of Pain just as another aggressive hero. But in this kind of game, look at their heroes. Like, this is why we picked Phantom Lancer. What do they have that stuns a Phantom Lancer? What do they have? Nothing to this stuns a Phantom Lancer. So Phantom Lancer was a great pick this game. Like, he's like, I'm fully comfortable with Phantom Lancer at this point. Like, my execution still needs work. I actually told them to ban Dusa, but in the end it didn't pay off that much. If Phantom Lancer can hit Dusa, she's screwed because of how much mana he burns so quickly. But like, it's really hard to engage into her ulti. So I'm actually curious to watch one part of this game back because during her ulti, I used my W about a second and a half in, like to prevent the Stone Gaze, and then I manted, and I was curious if I like reset the timer because I was hitting her the entire time, but yet never got Stone Gazed. which I'm actually curious to see this part. I want to see how the interaction works because like I thought it might be the case, and I figured I'd just keep doing what I did. But yeah, it was interesting. We'll see. So Coddle Peel, if anybody remembers the good old cancer days of Coddle Peel, it's back. Not nearly in the same way it used to be. It used to be like Coddle stalls, and PL just gets 6 slotted and carries the game. So we give the bounty run to Coddle because level 2 on Coddle is a pretty big deal. He ends up going Chakra, so I can spam the crap out of this Clockwork. I'll go to my perspective, but Demon's really good here. He starts trying to help mid lane with, it makes it a dual lane. Like, if you look at last hits, I think, like, Coddle guy said that we shat on the mid, so we're going to see what happens. I never actually got to watch this. I'm going to make it free camera. My lane's pretty standard. There's a Clockwork and I'm CSing. Like, right now is not important for me. It's not like much to see. I'm just CSing in my safe lane. Mid lane's a pretty big deal because Deuce is their primary carry. Even though like Viper gets a mech and everything, Viper actually goes straight Midas. He's one of the better heroes versus Axe because of the fact that he can slow Axe and prevent. He's a long range hero that can not get spun by Axe very easily. So they're pretty well zoning the Axe, but the good thing about Axe is he can retreat to the jungle. But I'm just trying to keep an eye on CS mid because Demon plays like a stud this game. Like somebody said that they created space for me, and they did. But honestly, like I'm not trying to float my boat, but as a carry, it's my job to utilize that space. It's really nice to have Coddle as PL because it allows me to spam for CS. They get the kill. It's kind of standard. Like they got a haste rune on Witch Doctor. He almost died anyway. Oh well, you know what? We're just gonna for all professional, like all players that are trying to support out here. This is just Demon at its finest. So we're gonna fast forward. Oh, did I rewind too much? So here's Demon. Coming bottom, just doing his thing. He never sits in a lane, checks rune, comes mid at the 2-minute mark, knows that the courier's going to be coming any point in time. Just sits here waiting for that courier. Kills the courier. That I can't tell you how important that is that he kills that courier. Like, that cripples this Deuce. I guarantee that was his bottle. Like, that just sucks. Okay? Huge play on Demon. He hasn't been in a single lane. You wonder what to do as a support? He's level 2 at 3 minutes. Not a huge deal. Like, he's just roaming around the map. Now he starts pulling. Like, people that just sit bottom, like, that's like this is professional level supporting. I'm not trying to insult you people. Like, this is how you support, though. Just getting as much XP out of the jungle. Coddle's really greedy and allows the other support to buy items because Coddle can do so much without items and farm, so then he can, what do you call it? Still be effective, but then able to farm later on. So yeah, just kind of standard last hitting under tower for me. Brewmaster, here's like the big gank mid. They dive, which is huge. Get the kill on Medusa, shut her down. I think they actually end up killing this guy too. Yeah, I mean this is Demon and Brax playing out of their minds. Creating space. We zoned out the Clockwork. He actually almost died, but now he's salving up and coming back to lane. So we're kind of like, we're not going to be able to push him out of lane, so do our best. He gives me a lane ward. This is huge for a carry. I mean, here's Brax just, okay, I'm actually curious to see this back. This is a sick play. I'll let you guys see this. What's happening here? So he ganks him again. Like, this is the presence of a support. Like, just ganks him again. They dive so hard. Force a reaction and a TP, which is not cheap. Demon gets out with 27 HP and then denies himself to this. And then now we know there's a stack. Like, he pings that out, so now we know that that's there. So we want to try to get that. It's really important to try to take the enemy's stack. But yeah, at this point, I'm just farming. Like, not much. By farming, I mean missing really easy CS. Yeah, that's like, my job is to carry as a farm, so it's like, if my team creates space, that's awesome, and that's how I played the game. So I end up rushing a Midas here. I have a Midas around 7 minutes with boots and a Bassi, so that's not bad. And I get the Quelling Blade because I know I'm going to be jungling, but I go straight into Diffusal Blade while my team's just making space. That Medusa getting shut down is like a huge deal. Like, she still got 17 CS compared to 28, like, that's not even that big of a gap, but the amount of, like, difference between me and her, like, I know Viper's their carry, but, like, it's still a huge difference, in terms of, the fact that Medusa's really the one competing against me late game. Viper is horrible against PL. Viper is all single damage, so, like, you'll see later on, I just go on the Viper and he dies. So the best part, I'll go ahead and fast forward. I don't know why I'm in one-time speed. So there's nothing really happening, but Demon just always being effective on the map. He hasn't touched a single lane more than like a half a second, and he's level 6 at 8 minutes. Like, that's just like effectiveness at its finest. So yeah, this is Brax and Axe just going ham. Brax and the Miracle Chip, I'm going ham. I fly myself out every item at a time. I flow myself out a bottle. Going bottle on PL is huge. It allows you to just constantly check runes. And we barely didn't get that clockwork, but that's like all the regen he ever needs. You want to be farming and be active on the map and then check runes. And then you can be so ballsy with him. Like I was down here against 3 and I just blink onto the trees and get out. Like that's a pretty big deal. And then we can farm stacks, have my illusions tank. Like this is abusing PL. Like the illusions may not do all that much damage, but they tank it. So you take no damage, which is huge. And the bottle's all you actually need. So I actually bottle crow here, which is like pretty greedy, but like at this point I don't want to go back to base, so I'm just going to get XP and levels and not actually farm this, use my lance to farm, try to use illusions, but they hit like kittens. So I see that they're trying to go on me. This is actually a big thing that I'm going to emphasize to PL players. It is not in your interest to try to dodge shit with W. Like you can do it, and sometimes it's appropriate. But so here's what happens. I'm scared, and I know that they know I'm vulnerable. They definitely check my mana, see that I have no set of regen on me, and so I know that they know I'm vulnerable, and they're looking to kill me. It's pretty important. We've shut down their mid. So I see Clockwork heading aggressively. That means I know someone's over here. So instead of trying to dodge the hook, I know he's going to try to hook. That was just like unfortunate that he actually ended up hooking. But worst case scenario, I use my W and these illusions block the hook, or at least make him not want to hook me. That's a pretty big deal. And then I just go back to farming, and like that's a big shutdown. Like they spent 2 guys bottom trying to shut me down, and then we get a kill top. Like not only do they does that stop a gank on their part, but that means that my team knows exactly where 2 of their guys are, allowing them to be more aggressive. Pretty big deal all around. Like I'm not trying to float my boat. I'm just saying like that's the big play to dodge ganks. Like as a carry, that's one of the most important things to being a good carry is dodging ganks. Even if it sacrifices a little bit of your farm, if you're wasting the other team's time trying to kill you, it's pretty big. And that's why the passive pays off to have a point. People ask me why I don't max stats instead of this ability, because his low cooldown can be abused for farming so much. Like you'll see me, like that's what I think I emphasize enough on PL, is to max that in order to like shortcut your paths. Like Blink Dagger is such a good farming item on a lot of heroes. That's why it's so important to get it on to max this on PL. Just to be able to spam it all around the jungle, cut off, make your pathing shorter, especially for a hero with boots has 340 move speed. Like that's pretty depressing. So I'm playing so we go on this guy here because he tells me to lance him as soon as he's up. It's just a free kill. He ends up cogging. I lose my mana, whatever. But it's a free kill. Like that's a pretty big deal. Brax is a good rotation, and I'm just doing my job farming. And at the same time, I actually want to see this, because this was pretty ham. This is so much going on at once. At the same time, we killed 1 bottom, so we know there's going to be no counter-initiate from a Clockwork. Nice last hit. So this is the power of Axe plus Skywrath, by the way, and why it's a pretty common combo, even though Skywrath has fallen off as a hero.
Own it.
That's a decent way to kill somebody. They get a double kill. I think he dies. Yeah. But, yeah, if Demon had mana, he would have actually killed him there, but Skywrath multi is so expensive. But then, off of that, me and Coddle are just pushing a free tower. Make sure you, this is why I actually didn't upgrade my Ring of Aquila, kind of like Fear did. I actually agree with it. It's really important to just try to get your defusal. That 500 gold slows you down a lot. On almost every hero, I think it's worth the Ring of Aquila, but on PL, I think it's more important to just have the Bassi for pushing and mana regen. But yeah, so this is when I go get an illusion, or just go get a rune. Like, this is the power of the bottle in terms of regenning. I'm going straight defusal, which allows me to be able to fight, and then, like, abusing this kind of crap. Oh, I didn't abuse it here? Maybe I abused it here. I could have sworn I did. Yeah, like, just you, like, cutting that path into this, like, for 50 mana, like, I can't emphasize enough how much that matters if you do it over and over again. So even though I had a kind of slow start, like I had to play a little bit passively at one point, and my team's creating space though. And at this point, like if you look at net worth, I was probably behind the Viper almost the entire time, and now I'm just get ahead of him. I'm gonna farm faster than him. My team's creating so much space, like the guy said. And now it's like Coddle and me are just kind of hanging out, and Coddle is going 4-staff because they have a Clockwork, which is I can't emphasize enough as a support. I don't care if that hero doesn't normally build a 4-staff. You should always go 4-staff. And they're just wrecking people top, apparently. Or did he just get a solo kill mid? I guess so, man. I'm trying to emphasize on my play, though. Not because I don't want you guys to see my team, but just because this is what I can give you insight on. So I just know there's space on the map. I'm forcing reactions bottom anyways. Never be afraid to just lance the wave. Nice, sick micro. Illusions are really good, like illusion runes on PL, because your illusions spawn more illusions. So like they act as normal illusions, but they last a minute, which is pretty huge. That's just Coddle being efficient, blasting from here to here to get both camps. But yeah, I'm gonna end up going Boots of Travel next. I wasn't sure. This is actually a risk. I wasn't like, this is something I told people I'd be experimenting with, but it really paid off in this kind of game. They have a Dusa that's behind, and like the only way she's gonna pull ahead is if she farms faster than me. So I just gotta farm as fast as possible. And the best item for farming on a hero like PL that's pretty immobile is to buy Diffusal. But like, here's another thing. I'm gonna go get the rune. But like what you can do a lot of times as PL is, if you're not getting the rune, you do this camp and then W over here, because it just clears these entire trees, which like making the path go from this to this is actually a huge deal. So we see that they have an ancient stack, so we're contesting. We're taking a fight right now. But now I just go back to farming. Like I can just do this. Like, okay, whatever. Like my team's probably fighting, but I'm not going to do much right here. They're just making sure that it's more difficult to take the ancients. So while they're fighting over here, I'm just doing farming, and then I come over to help. Afterwards, I don't even think I'd do anything in this fight. We just stopped. Yeah, what happened was Brax, like, okay, because of the new nerf to Brewmaster for his cast time, you can't actually ult during Cog and Battery Assault. So we end up letting them get their Ancients, but that's still them 5-man committing to an Ancient stack. And, like, I didn't lose anything out of that. I lost, like, probably 10 seconds of farming time. Apparently I'm really low, but I have regen runes, so I don't really care. But this is just another, like, always use your W. It may not seem like much, but your illusions always tanking is totally worth the 30 or the 50 mana. It also speeds up your farm because your illusions spawn illusions. Like doing this is really effective. Like this is really good farm to be able to farm 2 creeps at once, as 2 creep camps as once as any carry. That's why I feel like Naga's out of style, because a lot, like, that used to be her strength, but a lot of carries can do that now. Or at least like do it as fast as she does, so it's not that powerful to have a Naga Radiance anymore. This is some sick Midas usage. That's something I definitely need to work on with heroes like PL that I don't often get Midas on. I know it sounds weird, but it is pretty unique to each hero you get Midas on. So as you can see, I'm slowly but surely pulling away with my farm. I think I buy my Boots of Travel, and I think I get TP back to... I don't remember how I do this. I think I just have them... Yeah, I do just have them flown out to me. Usually, like, I don't want to use the courier all the time for something like Boots of Travel, but I just wanted to stay on the map. Nice last hitting. My team, like, at this point we're just farming. We have a lot of map control. See how, like, passively they're playing, and how, like, we're just all on the map. And, like, this is what the bottle does. You can get the rune, blink up here. Like, it's just super efficient to just be able to cut. Like, it's basically like flying for a brief time. Like, you can just go wherever you want. And then the passive for PL's, like, I think it's worth maxing because it's for that, like, closing gaps between camps. It adds up. It all adds up. Like, I can only tell you, you may say, like, oh, it's just a bunch of little things. But if you do 100 little things, that each probably little thing's 0.5 GPM, and that'll increase your GPM by 5, or 50, I mean. That's some math right there. So yeah, now that I have travels, like, I can just let my illusions finish out the camp and move on. Because now that his illusions don't last very long, they're never going to go from camp to camp, so you want to leave your illusions and do the camp. But yeah, just being able to destroy the trees is really effective. I didn't perfectly do that. But my team's pushing us forward, knowing that I have a Coddle, so if they need me, they're going to call me in. I think he ends up calling me in pretty quickly here. But yeah, that's like the lovely thing about PL with Coddle. It's like, that's why he used to be so good. If you needed him, he could be at the fights because of Coddle. So yeah, he calls me in right here, I think. Brax creating some space just because they are pushing the tower. It's perfectly fine to pop a Brewmaster ulti if it means getting an objective. So he calls me in here because they're having a fight. And worst case scenario, if nothing comes out of it, we can push this tier 2, and then I just TP boots somewhere else. That's why it's so powerful to have TP boots on PL with a Coddle. You can do whatever you want. Like, it's pretty unique to have Boots of Travel on PL, period, because he doesn't, like, I'm almost always having pretty good mana, especially because I have a Coddle. Always using your W before you get to a tower is huge. Like, imagine a Viper. Like, if I didn't have any illusions, he could just, like, ulti me from here. Like, if it was a closer game. But if I have illusions, he has to choose, like, has to know which one to ulti and has to think about it. Maybe even making them second guess themselves even briefly is a huge deal. So they forward here. I think we actually back off because we don't have a Brewmaster split. But now, like, they all committed top. I just go back to farming. Like, it's the big thing. Like, always being on the map, farming as a hero like PL. If you're hitting a creep as a carry, and you're not needed at a team fight, like, that means you're doing it right. So like, see how they're 5-manning? Like, this is what they have to do because of the map control we have, and this is how you have to abuse it. We have one person doing ancients. We have like they're all kind of chilling out. One person putting pressure, and then I'm free farming as our carry, and then they're grouping as 5. And I think they even get this kill. Do they even get it? No, they don't. Wow, fucking mad, man. What a player. So once again, I'm gonna abuse the W. It's really big to do this as much as possible. I keep emphasizing that because of how important it is. I end up popping this double damage because I don't want to. Like, I want to have. It's more important to me to have mana than to have that double damage because I don't think there's gonna be a huge fight anytime soon. I should have done better with that illusions. I should have killed this creep and then got him over here, so this wouldn't have blocked this stack.
Dire's middle tower is under
But now I went Yasha because I'm going into Manta. I think Manta on PL is actually huge. This is the power of Coddle PL, by the way. If you saw me a second ago, I had no mana and half health, and now I'm suddenly full, like with a couple bottle charges and a Coddle. So now I just, like I said, finish the jungle. This is what the power of TP Boots does. Like, you're just always hitting a creep. Mobility is a lot of farming speed, and if you're always hitting a creep, then you're going to slowly pull ahead. And by slowly, I mean I'm up by 3k right now at 21 minutes. That's a pretty big deal. They killed our Brewmaster mid, but like once again, they're 5-manning. That's not even that big of a deal. I'm hitting creeps this entire time. Like, if you look at the net worth, they gained, wow, they actually gained 1,500 gold from that. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's not, okay, it's not bad. It's okay, I guess I'll put it this way. It's not good, but like, they're not going to come back off that kill. Like, they're not taking any objectives. We're still farming. Like, and that net worth chart thing doesn't show the kill. Like, the kill barely did anything. Look at that. Like, this is right before the kill dips down, and then it just dips right back up because we're still out farming them. So that's probably a better representative, not looking at the fight recap, because fight recap doesn't count for the fact that people are farming on the map. So what happens is Coddle ends up getting, like, or like, I think what I end up doing, asking him at this point, is saying, like, if it's okay, can I TP back to base and you recall me to farm, kind of thing, because I can just regen at base, and then he recalls me to farm. And that's a pretty big deal, because I'm always hitting creeps. And, oh, this is one of my favorite moments of the game. Somebody posted this on YouTube. I will highlight this, because even I make hilarious mistakes. So I attempt to Midas a creep here, and somehow pull a complete TP boot to this plays of the day. I'll go ahead and fast forward, though. So yeah, basic farming. They engage top lane, and dies 2 against 1, but once again, I'm farming and they're not. Brewmaster's creating space top. I think I end up going top. Do I? I fully regen. Where do I go? Okay, just once again pushing lanes. That's the power of Coddle, though, is he can shove out lanes as support, like, so fast. And I see that they're all top. I don't think there's any way they can kill me, so I spawn a bunch of illusions, send it at the creep wave instead of the tower, because my illusions should spawn their own illusions. They don't do it there. But that's the power of PL in terms of this. You can do Ancients. I'm taking their farm. That's pretty important. Whatever farm you can take that is the other team's, that's just exponentially better in terms of the fact that, like, than what farm you would just get normally. So now I'm pushing the tower. Like, how do you engage into this? Like, with any, like, they don't have anything like an Earthshaker. Like, how do you actually engage into this? It's the power of, I had an Illusion Rune as well as a Manta. So, then you start wanting to, like, I don't like the fact that he nuked the wave there, because I would have liked to spawn illusions off the creep wave. But then you just W out and you get out. Such a safe way to play. And then I TP bottom, and my team's like, oh, there's a bunch of bottom, be careful. I'm like, they can't even kill me. I'm not even concerned. So, I did have to play a little bit safe, but like, I wasn't concerned about dying. They just had no threat to PL. And you gotta know, when you're a hero like this, you gotta play the way that you know you can. Like, if I know they can't kill me, then why should I care about TPing into 3 of them? I think I fly myself out of Diffusal 2. I haven't used a single charge, and I've had the Diffusal for 15 minutes now or something like that. So that's when I decided that it's probably worth having the 15 Agi for 7. And I send Manta Illusions down the lane. This is the power of Manta. Even if it just puts a little pressure, it forces 2 people to commit, burns a little bit of mana, doesn't cost me any time. Like, I just go back into the jungle. Always use my W to even cut off little paths. Like, it's actually a pretty big deal. That adds up. So I asked him, I'm just going to say recall me, I'm going to TP boot back to base. So he ends up just recalling me, because this is the power of Coddle. So now I'm full, and this is the power of PL. Look at this. Boom, dead. Now we push off that pick off. That guy was out of position, but still, like, you just saw how quickly he dies. Shove the tower. This is a pretty straightforward game from here, but it really is all, like, Like, it is important to the sake of this game that I have this much net worth for our strategy. Like, the way they played, they created space. If I was at, like, 15k, this wouldn't work nearly as well. Like, I can only tell you that. Like, that is the utmost important. Like, everything about this game, like, not just what I did is important, but I'm trying to tell you from a carry's perspective, it is paramount that I have this much net worth from how much space they've created. And I guarantee you most players, like non-professional players, don't have this net worth because it's just about efficiency. Every little thing adds up. So Coddle actually recalls me back to base. This is so good. Like, I just go full regen, then I TP move back out to farm. There didn't seem like an obvious lane to TP to, so I just went back to farming. Basically a free regen rune. That's basically what that was. Back to farming. Every camp at the same time. Like, just farming. I'm 6k ahead now. I think I'm on 4 times. I'm only on 2 times. I'll fast forward a little bit. But see how they're just constantly 5-man, like, and we know that. We're not forcing any fights. So many people in pubs try to force fights. The other team's 5-manning, just do what we're doing. They're creating space mid, like, even if they get this kill, look what I'm doing. Like, they're fighting. I could show up for this fight, sure, it'd be interesting and all, but, like, if I do this, they either have this. This makes this a 4v5 already. So I get out, and I would get recalled mid, and now I go help my team. I forced a Zeus TP, which makes it a 4v5 already, guaranteed. And then I go back to base and get recalled again. Like, this is just free, like, this is just free regen. Like, that's so strong. Especially as a hero that struggles to regen. But yeah, just Manta, use my W, create a bunch of illusions, put pressure. That already did, like, probably a couple hundred damage to that tower. This sucks because okay, I'm actually going to rewind that. I want to see my perspective and how I played that, because I know I might have misplayed, but I think I got unlucky with my W. Because I tried to W out of the cogs and then my hero got placed back in. I want to see where I W'd. See how quickly he died though? Okay, so where do I click my W? Yeah, so I click over here and I end up still right there. That's pretty bad. And then I turned around accidentally from aggro and I was supposed to get 4-stabbed out. But that was my first death of the game. That was really, in my opinion, a fluke. I mean, I could have played it better, but I feel like that was a fluke. Not as nearly as much the fact that I misplayed, but I could have played it better, so I guess that's a misplay. Demon creating some space. He's getting chased by... Oh, he's only getting chased by Viper. But that was, like, the only life of this game that they really had in terms of, like, probably the only good moment that led to them having some sort of advantage, because they get a Roshan here. Also, in this game, we said Coddle was so good because they have 2 cores, Viper and Medusa, that don't want to build an MKB until, like, MKB boys, but they don't want to build an MKB until, like, 3rd or 4th item. So Coddle mischance against those 2 heroes is, like, crippling in the mid-game. Like, it's... Blinding Light is 80% mischance for 4 seconds level 1, 4 or 5, that's crazy. That's, like, that's Troll Warlord whirling axes on the entire enemy team without the damage. Like, that's, like... And Troll Warlords is 60%, and you think that's obnoxious? And Mana Leak versus Adusa? Like, that just wrecks her. Like, this was such a good pick. Like, we literally were like, wait a minute, Coddle. What about Coddle? And we're like, okay, pick it. Like, that pick actually won us, like, made this game the way it is, even though our other heroes, like, the Coddle pick was just so strong. Made me farm faster, made Dusa struggle because she can't run away. But yeah, just back to farming. I don't know why I'm not fast forwarding. I was kind of just focusing on talking. Sorry about the people who wanted to see me play. But yeah, just send my illusions down the lane again. I mean, that's a whole creep wave pushed. Can't underestimate that. Still farming the entire jungle. Have an idea. I have a lot of CS. I have 360 CS at 33 minutes. That's a lot of CS. Yep. I see my team pushing top. They tell me to go bottom. Tell me to get out of range. Recall me into the fight, so that they didn't know I was here. I should probably slow this down. Sorry, guys. This is a pretty big fight. So this is like game planning. This is all strategy. We push the lane out bottom so that it puts pressure on the lane. Like, this is all we're set up. Like, this is not just me. Like, this is my teammates making calls. He tells, like, so I go back bottom to pressure it a little bit. That's what they tell me to do. And then fucking Mad tells me to get out of vision, and then he's going to recall me so that they don't see me getting recalled. But I summon Manta so that he's pressured to stay here. And they have to deal with this tower. So I go out of vision, come back to this fight, and you're going to see the power appeal. Like, this just gets guys just getting wrecked. Like, I'm still, like, almost full health. And then I pursue the hell out of this Witch Doctor as well. Like, this is what Witch Doctor... Like, look at that. Oh, my God. Just shreked. And then this is what Dusa does, Mana Leaked. If you want to see what she has to do. Okay, oh wait, no, this is the one I'm actually going to slow-mo this. I'm actually curious. I'm going to look at my hero and slow-mo this. So I kill him over there. So then I'm going to slow-mo this. Stone Gaze is you have to be staring at her for 2 seconds, I think? 2 seconds, yeah. So I'm actually super curious about this now. So she starts it. I'm looking at her for 1 second. I W right before the 2 seconds, which was actually purposeful. And then I look back at her again, Manta. I've been looking at her this whole time, and I'm never stone gazed. Wow. Okay. Teach you something about mechanics, guys. That's pretty interesting. I'm learning that for myself. I was actually curious. I literally was just trying it in game. I didn't actually know that interaction. Little things like that can win you games. Or fights. That win you games. So then I just TP boot back bottom. I went Scotty just for the utter tankiness of it, by the way. Make sure illusions hit like trucks as well. That extra 25 stats. Summon more illusions at all times. No reason to make it ever easy for them to go on me, even if there's only one alive. Also allows my illusions to tank the tower instead of creeps. Summon Manta as soon as possible. Game's pretty straightforward from here. They lost all their cores with no buybacks, and we just take megas. But yeah, that's a pretty straightforward game, I think, but it may not seem as easy on paper to execute as it seemed. Like, we put it together, but... It looks like you dodge... it looks like it resets the time, if I had to guess. That's what I had to guess. If it resets the time, because I kept using my shit. Like, I literally was like, okay, it worked the first time. I've definitely been staring at her for like 3.5 seconds now, like between my W, before and after my W. So I figured if I manted again, it would reset the timer. And I did learn from Fear a lot. A lot of my mechanics I actually did just from watching one game of him. It's not just 16% of 25. It's also the attack speed. From the 25 attack speed's pretty big because most of your damage comes from the diffusal. The power of... Sorry. Am I really saying the power of? Eh. I feel like we're growing apart. I don't think Low and Druid's very good. I don't enjoy the hero. I feel like I play him mediocrely, but I don't play him enough because I don't enjoy the hero. I'll go ahead and start queuing. I don't like the hero because you're literally, if you get root, you kill people. If you don't, you don't. That's not enjoyable for me. The power of love? I don't know, man. The power of love is strong. What is... Are you talking about blue and black or white and gold? What are you actually talking about? Would I kill a hobo if I could get 100% get away with it? Probably not. I guess if I have a Twitch copy pasta, that's fine, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll put this up on YouTube. If you guys would like me to highlight stuff like all my VODs are up on YouTube after, but if you'd like me to highlight this, maybe I can. But it will be up on YouTube. Dota 2 College. Yeah, Diffusal does full damage and full mana burn from the illusions. Diff is no longer a unique attack modifier, so it does stack. Yeah, the 10-second forward and rewind's pretty good. You're right. You're hurting my ears? What is that? Sorry, guys. I didn't think it was that loud. Yasha before diff. It's just a matter of the fact that if you can get away with it, sure, it's good for farming. But if you can't, if the enemy team starts fighting you and you don't have a diff, you don't do anything. How to fight against an Ember as PL? You just get the guy stunned for half a second and he dies. That's really all there is to it. What dress are we talking about? I am so lost. What did I miss? I would probably go Satanic or, she already had MKB, so I wouldn't go Butterfly. I'd either go Satanic or Abyssal. Just for the lockdown, the Abyssal you can usually kill somebody in the duration, and the Satanic for constant sustain.